I wanted to come give you today a little tour and inside look in the landscaping work that we're doing and the gardening that we're gonna do, because we're starting from absolute square one on this property. I didn't think it was ever landscaped, even when it was lived in, because we got it foreclosed, and it was foreclosed for over a year. But just looking at the property, I don't think it ever had landscaping except for rock put down instead of doing gutters to help the erosion, and just clearing the site for just minimal amount of trees. Other than that, it's all weeds and it's all overgrown or just random or not grown enough, and the soil is eroding away. So there's a lot of work. Like in our woods, it's overgrown, but by the house, it's undergrown and like all the soil's washing away. So we're doing just a massive amount of landscaping and have to, just to take care of the property. So it's a huge job. And since Daniel's commute is now an hour there and an hour and a half back, it's a lot of work. So I thought I'd show y'all. Clearing out this flower bed was a little bit tricky because I knew I wanted to keep the dandelion because we drink a lot of dandelion tea just to detox our body. So I was trying not to pull those. But then I had some Carolina peony foot, and I didn't want that, but I did want it growing in the yard because it's a good cover crop, grows low to the ground, and is soft to walk on, but I didn't want it in my flower bed. So I had to like carefully rip it up out of the flower bed, and I couldn't get it that great, just with how quickly I was working, so it'll come back and I'll have to pull it again. But whatever, I got most of it up. But as you can see, I'm leaving the dandelions there because I'm gonna want them for tea. I was doing all this without my gloves, and then I decided to order gloves last week, and oh my gosh, it's a much bigger help because there's like hundreds of bugs in there, and yeah, gross. So getting all that out, ripping it up, and I'm just working on making some good flower beds to drink up all the excess water that is formed by the house. Okay, so I've got some starts here. I've got yarrow from my mom. I've got a sunflower going. Watermelon, it's not coming up yet. I've got some cilantro that'll go in the front, and some Boston cucumbers, as well as watermelon there that's coming up. I'll show you over here. We got some trees cut down because we're gonna end up like parking over here, ideally. Then over here, we'll see if it works. I'm trying to do a bean teepee, so you can see bean there, and there, and then this one right there got murdered, so I'll have to grow a new one. And then my blackberry bush is here, and I want it to eventually go up the fence, but the dogs ate it, so it looks a little sad. It was triple the size, but she's struggling now. But over there's our woods, so we'll end up having to clear that out a bit. And then back there is all our woods too. But the front, I want to put in a flower bed there eventually. But I'm starting over here. So I've got this growing so far. That's some yellow tansy. And then I have herbs planted up to here. And then I'm working on getting the rest of this cleared, but saving the dandelions because we drink a lot of dandelion tea. So I'm trying to slowly clear all this out and save the dandelions because I want them in my herb garden, and just finish off what I'm doing all the way to the end of the house. Then over here, let me show you. We have a moonflower right there from my friend that's working on growing. We have a peach tree. We've got a plant. Sorry, something was crawling up on me. We've got a peach tree, we've got a plant, and then I want to do, let me boost this camera back. I want to do 3 peach trees along there, and then grow like honeysuckle along the fence or something that vines. And then let me take you back here. We've got clover, so instead of doing grass, I'll let things like this grow, which are easy to manage. And we're just doing cover crop, just so Daniel doesn't have to mow as much. So we're gonna plant some clover all around. I've got some red clover seeds to do that we gotta work on. But as you can see, We probably need to start the clover here. Like, whoop. The sand is all washing away because we have this big, and the dogs are digging it. We have this big drainage ditch running through our property. And so it's receding down the house there and just flowing off. So we got to plant some grass here and some plants to hold it all together. And here I'm working on a little garden. I've got 4 kinds of tomatoes growing here. And I'm working on making this just a big garden because this is like the only place that gets good full sun. So I got to work on that later today. Chicken coop. I picked the one time of day where it was sunny right here, which is like a hot 30 minutes. And so I decided, you can see I planted corn, a row of corn, because I was like, oh, this is great, just have it along the back fence. But this doesn't get enough corn, so like they're gonna struggle to survive. So whoopsie poopsie. But here's the gate that Daniel built. And that goes back to the rest of our acre, which is just back in the woods. And we've got a lot of work to do back there. But this is our backyard. It's overgrown and weedy and sloped, so it needs a lot of work too. So I planted a flower here that I'm rehabbing from Walmart. I got it for $2.50. And I can't remember what it is, but it was a companion plant for a rose. And then here's my rose. It's struggling, so I got to figure out why and learn about it. I'm gonna get some rose fertilizer. I put some good soil down there, but yeah, I gotta learn why. But it gets enough sun back here, but we gotta see. Oh my gosh, and we gotta tame this before it gets on the AC. But there's our fire, our little goat crossing sign, because we would like to one day get some goats back there and just help us maintain it. Then over here, oh my gosh, people have been playing on my other part of my garden. Lord. Okay. Oh, pumpkin. Okay, well, Ezekiel murdered 2 corns. That sucks. 3 corns. Great. Okay, well, I have a row, kinda, a really little row now. Oh my gosh. These suckers. Okay, so I have like 3 corns here. Lord. Okay, so I have a single corn. Here's a pumpkin plant. And so I did a row of corn. I'll have to add some more with pumpkin and beans. So I doubt that'll work apparently, but we'll see. It's kind of hard to protect your plants. And then over here, obviously we need some extra landscaping too. But yeah, and I would love to find stuff to grow on this back fence, but it gets mostly shade, so I'm not sure yet about vining plants with shade, but we'll see. And then here is our wooded area, but it's just all that's poison ivy, so it's gonna be, that'll be exciting. So if you have any tips for getting rid of poison ivy and clearing it out besides buying a goat, because we're not ready yet, please let us know. Because like we don't let the kids go back in there, and that's kind of sad because this would be such fun to play in. There's the old burn pile from the old people. But you can see even over here, like the house is on a slope where they obviously dumped some dirt and stuff. But it's all like washing away. So we gotta like do gutters, of course, but we've gotta put plants in here because it's just a mess. So that's what we're doing on our little 1-acre farm. But yeah, so I'll keep y'all posted. But today, as far as today, what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to finish out the flower bed, not plant it, and then hoe out the rest of my garden. I doubt that will happen, but I mean, you know, I'm dreaming. But right now I've been working on pulling out all that, which is just a lot of work. So stay tuned to see what I'm doing. Just checking on them while I do my work, and I can hear them. They're watching Miss Rachel and playing together. But gotta get back to work. There we go. It's as clean as I'm gonna get it, and I just gotta lay down some dirt. A little bit. Yeah, baby? So it's the next day, but I used all the dirt I had, and so poured it down. I evened the soil along the house because it was sloping way down, because I ended up spreading it all out, and then I was like, whoa, we're going at an angle. So I came up here and backfilled it in so that now we have an even line for our flower bed across the house, and just kind of replaced a lot of the soil that's washed away. I left the dandelions because we drink a lot of dandelion tea, so keeping those there in my front herb garden. Cleared all this stuff back from there as much as I could. Obviously I'm gonna have to fight it, so right there where it was growing, I'm gonna put some kind of herb that just will take over and choke it out. And then also yesterday, I did a little more work in the garden and did some hoeing and got some more ground broken up, because first, just that little square around the tomatoes was all I'd done. I still need to go and do some weeding and pulling weeds. But I got my garden just a lot bigger. I still want to make it bigger, but that took forever. But it's kind of where we are on the garden right now and the landscaping. It's a lot of work, but it'll be fun. So I will keep y'all posted as to how we're doing and what we're doing in the garden. But I mean, it looks like my tomato plants are growing pretty good. They're all at different rates. See, there's some there, some there, some there, and then one over there. We can go check on. There's my dud row of corn right there. We'll see how she does. And then, let's see, over here is my other row of corn, pumpkin plant. That one's doing iffy since it got trampled. Oh man. Gotta do some picking up sometime before it rains today. Blackberry bush over there, beans there. They're going a little slow. The dog ate one of my starters, but I was able to save it. And my moonflower is right there. And there's my peach tree. But slowly working on it all. It looks better though. I really do think it looks nice. I need to get better rocks though. Thank you so much for watching my gardening video. I hope you enjoy. If you have any tips or questions, please let me know and leave them in the comment section below. Also, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel for more.